Hi guys, I hope you're all well. And today's video is about another of my little stories that some of you guys seem to love, but here we go. Right. My eldest daughter, who lives in London, she was about 6, I think, at the time. So this must have been about 20 years ago. And it's funny that all these things happened roughly about 20 years ago. That's when I was, I don't know, a bit younger, and shall we say, I didn't take much shit from people. Maybe it was a period where, no, I think my mum was still around, so 20 years ago, hang on, it was 2004. Yeah, roughly that period my mum passed away, maybe before. Slightly before that, so maybe more than 20 years, 21 years maybe. Yeah, so anyway, I had my daughter in the car and we drove to the local shop. Could have walked it. And I parked just behind a bus stop, but not within the lane, not within the, the markings. And so I was legal, I was parked legally. Behind me there was a kind of an island, so a bus came, one of those, those single-decker buses, and beeped me because it had to go around the island. There was an island in the middle of the road, like an island, and it had to go past me and then park, stop at the bus stop. But there was there was loads of room for him to go around me, and I was legally parked. I wasn't on the bus stop, no way. I was just behind the bus stop, and I made sure I was, because I saw the markings. But he didn't like it. He must have thought I was, slightly on, in his area. So I went to get eggs. I remember I went to get eggs. And so he beeped me, and I stuck my finger up at him. I thought, what are you beeping me for? I am legally parked. So leave me alone. It was a Sunday morning, I remember. He couldn't take it. Yeah, I know I shouldn't have done that, but I was legally parked. It wasn't much of an effort for him to go around. I mean, that's his business. It's not my business. I'm legally parked, not on the the bus stop or any of the markings. I'm away from those markings and away from the island as well. So he just had to make a point of beeping me. And, I said, piss off. Well, so he couldn't take that. He parked his car, he parked the bus right in the middle of the road in order to get all the attention, from everyone, because they own the road, don't they? Like some bus drivers. Most of them are okay, actually. Most bus drivers are nice. They get a lot of grief, so I'm not going to say anything bad about them. Yeah, so he came out of the, the cabin or wherever, wherever he sits down. He came towards the car. I don't know. He put his hand in his belt, and he started looking everywhere and started going like bluffing that he's got a weapon. And then I said, what are you doing? And he went behind his back, trying, like basically he went like that, and then he went behind his back like that. And I said, what are you going to do? And I thought, this guy's crazy. So I closed my window. I closed this window here. Not this car, the car I had. I think either a Metro or my mum's, she had a black Panda. So the guy just came here to the window and spat at the window, and I just went like that. And he just spat all his like slime and goo, a massive spit on my window. And I said, what the fuck are you doing? He absolutely crazy. And he said, you think you're tough, you think you're bad because you've got your daughter in your car. My daughter's only bloody 6 years old. And I just ignored him. Then the words that you don't tell an Italian person, right? Italian man. This is the mistake that he fucking made. You can spit on my car, you can do what you want to me, but there's a line that you don't cross. He looked at me and he said, "I F your mother." I thought, okay, all right. It's you've gone past the limit. Now this means trouble. I wasn't even listening to him anymore. Whatever was happening in my brain already was happening. All the demons were starting to get ready to come out. He kept going on. He went, and so I said, you bastard. And so he said to me, "And F your wife too." But that didn't really make, I mean, he's an idiot. Well, he assumed that I was married. The girl, because I've got a little girl, but I wasn't married. You know, because I had a Guyanese girlfriend and we split up when she was about 2 or something, 1 or 2. No, yeah, when she was born, just after she was born. So I thought that one I let go because it didn't hurt me. But I was still, the first one that he said to me was still brewing in my brain and my body, in my soul, everywhere, my spirit. Then he says, "Look at you. You look like an effing ape." I thought, okay. No, I didn't think actually. So basically, the first insult, the first thing that he said brewed up and it came to the surface. So I opened up the window. I opened up the window like that. In case anybody hears. And I went to him. So I made those ape. He thinks I'm an ape. I might as well act like an ape, right? So he just looked at me like he kind of looked like that. And he must have thought I was crazy. I kept making these noises, and I kind of, yeah, I suppose I in that second, I think I lost it there. And I played that part of an ape. And there was a girl in the, there must have been very few people there because I just saw one girl. She was about 18 or 20 inside the bus, a black girl. And she couldn't stop laughing. She was just laughing, you know. And that's all I remember seeing. And after I finished making my ape noises, he just turned around and walked away. And he went back into his cab and he drove off. I know it's not really much of a story, but it's yeah, it's something that that happened. And yeah, the guy just turned around and he left. He didn't want to continue. He must have thought this guy is a loony, a loony bin. There's something wrong with this guy. And I thought that myself as well. But I thought, it's just that trigger. You know, he said that I F your mother. I'm not going to go and say that about his mother. I'm not going to stoop so low. I'm going to stoop even lower. You know, down to the gates of hell. Yeah, and he didn't know what to make of it. It just stopped him in his tracks. You know, I wasn't swearing at him anymore. The words were no longer available for me. I just acted like an ape, made those monkey or ape noises, and he backed off, and he that's it. He just left. So it's a strange way of de-escalating the situation by making yourself really crazy. Like, he had no answer to that, absolutely no answer. But there's a true story. I don't know what you could make out of that story. It's yeah, he just, I could have sworn at him. I could have said things about his mother, but I didn't. My brain just chose that technique, and it worked. So then I cleaned up my window, bastard with his spit on my window, and yeah, went to get a pack of eggs, and yeah, that's the end of that story. It's a true story, a weird one, and that's what happens when you live in London. You meet so many nutters in London. There are crazy people there in London. I mean, this guy wasn't crazy, but immediately butt hurt, he comes out of his cab, puts his hand in his pocket as if he's got a knife. Then he puts his hand in his back pocket, you know, looking around, trying to bluff you, trying to scare you. When I closed the window, I said, "What the hell are you?" or something. You know, he spat at the window. So he tried to tried to make the situation, tried to scare me, or so we went back and forth. He was saying, "I F your mother," and I called him a bastard. But calling him a bastard, that's not enough. That's not enough for saying I F your I F your mother. That's just not enough. I had to do something that was like, I don't know, out of the ordinary. Yeah, well, I didn't see that person again, and I didn't park there again. Yeah, luckily I've left London. Otherwise, I would have I'm afraid that I would have got involved in lots of stressful events, events that I just didn't want to get involved in. And then my daughter said, "Oh yeah, Daddy," she said, apparently she knows who that guy was. He was the dad of maybe a friend of hers at school. She wasn't sure. I thought, that's all I need. Okay, guys, so that's my wacky story. Have you guys ever been involved in situations like this? I think I'm the only one. I'm probably the only one. The only nutter. I don't mean to be nutty. That's why I left London, because I don't want to get involved in these situations. I've got my own nuttiness to deal with. I don't want it to express itself, you know, when other people like rub me off the wrong way or whatever. How was it called? Rub me up the wrong way. Anyway, maybe subscribe if any of you guys find my material or content interesting, entertaining, valuable, whatever. All of my stories are true so far. I haven't dried up, but I think I will if I do videos every day. I'm going to try and do videos maybe 3 times a week, and so then they won't really dry up. And also, I think I'm a bit burnt out. So it's difficult to keep up a video a day, even though this format is really easy. It's still, you know, I have to deal with comments, I have to upload, and I've got other things going on with my life, so I have to try and juggle everything. And I feel like I'm kind of burning candles at both ends, and it's really draining. You can see, look how I'm tired I am. So thanks guys for watching. I haven't had any donations for a while, but I'd like to say thank you for all of you guys that did donate to me in the past, or will donate to me in the future. That's really great, especially with my dogs, you know, with that vet bill. I'm really grateful for that. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So thank you very much. Hope to see you in the next video. I'm not going to say tomorrow because I'm not sure. You know, I might do 3 videos a week from now on. Speak to you guys again in the next video. Bye.
Nothing in the world could ever be good again. I've been nothing but a girl who really should be nothing less. Don't mess up, and don't you tell us so how you actually feel. If you do, then they'll cut you right at the heel. And